Just me watching the E3 conference. That's it. And a bunch of people around me doing work. Sony live stream is happening right now, so we're trying to be all very quiet. This is the war room. Just gonna show you.
Cloud-based technology and a system architecture capable of handling the most intimate ideas of developers.
We're having a look right now at the actual PS4 console.
Just like crazy, man.
We strive to ensure that our
Looks more like the Microsoft one, doesn't it? Not recording yet. So now I'm recording. You do video here for IGN.
Yeah.
And you watch the entire day worth, an entire day's worth of conferences. How was it for you?
It was awesome. It was awesome. I was busy, I was crazy, and some of the conferences, I didn't see all the conferences, so I kept going on Twitter and looking at everybody at work and seeing what they were saying, and I was like, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. It was cool. It was a really cool day. Really cool day. I got to watch pretty much Sony in all of its entirety. They blew it. They were just like, you know what, Xbox, we're just gonna do everything that nobody likes from yours and just do everything that everybody likes. So that was really cool. Other than that, real long day tomorrow, real long day Wednesday, real long day Thursday. So we're just gonna have to deal with this.
Long day, yeah, suck it up. Hey, so, first of all, what do you do here at IGN?
I'm a video editor for specifically the Wikis department.
Yeah, Wiki!
Yeah, game hell! Yeah, it's pretty great.
So, today was pretty crazy. We saw all the conferences. It's the Monday before the E3 convention starts, really.
Yeah.
And what did you think of all that madness?
Well, I was relieved to see that Microsoft seemed to have a couple of okay, new properties. But I gotta say, man, I think Sony really knocked it out of the park. I know that day one, I'm gonna be buying myself a nice big old fat PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Probably not an Xbox One.
Okay.
But I might borrow one if I can borrow a whole console. I mean, I know games might be their own thing, but the consoles themselves, we'll see.
Yeah, it's a little confusing, don't you think?
A little bit.
Yeah, there's just too much confusion with Xbox One. I think with the PS4, it's just straightforward. It's the console we've always known for a long time.
Yeah, and I'm really, really excited to see what, not just what they're going to bring to E3 the next few days, but also what they bring in the future.
Of course.
So, PS4,
yeah! Innovation!
Yeah!
Brian Altano.
Hi, you caught me. Right at the end of E3, day one. We've been going for like 13, 14 hours now. You came up to me and you're like, are you okay? Your eyes look glazed, you look drunk and tired. I'm none of those things. I'm wide awake, I'm energized. This is why we do this. Like, this is why I wake up every day, I go to work. This is why we work 14-hour days. Days like today, this was like just War of the Worlds, and gamers win.
Hey.
Lover boys.
Hi.
Although not really. You guys are married, right? Ish. Okay. And Mike Horn steals the show. So, E3 just happened, at least the first big day, Monday.
All the important stuff, basically.
All the important stuff, the conferences. What did you think of it?
You want me to start?
Some of your thoughts.
I think up until the last 15 minutes of the Sony conference, everyone thought Microsoft was kicking ass, but then Sony dropped the megatons on them, $3.99 in used games, that's going to sway like 75% of the market. That's crazy. I want to think that they literally waited to see what Microsoft was doing and then immediately just went, F you guys.
Let's change this.
Dropped it, but
yeah.
Who knows? I mean, good for them.
Yep.
They're ahead.
CJ?
What he said, I was there. I mean, at the Sony conference, and it was just they were coming strong. Like,
yeah.
It was like watching a schoolyard fight. Like, they were coming at him. So yeah, I mean, I'm a huge Xbox guy. I actually play a lot of Xbox for online shooters and stuff like that. But I mean, it's tough. Like, Xbox has got a few exclusives that obviously will buy, but unless there's like the next sort of like Call of Duty or the next Halo, there's a lot of stuff that's got a little bit on both platforms. So. $100 in the pocket? Sure.
What are you excited for, Mr. Horn?
I was really excited by the Metal Gear Solid gameplay. I didn't get to see all of it, but just the glimpses that I caught of it. And The Division, the new Ubisoft Tom Clancy game. So I wasn't paying attention to all the conferences, but those were the two that stuck out for me.
Really quick, your rundown of what you thought of today's craziness with all the conferences happening, Sony, Microsoft.
Today was awesome. Kingdom Hearts 3, that is I flipped my shit.
I
when
saw
I saw
your
that.
reaction.
Kingdom Hearts 3. Me and fellow Kingdom Hearts fans have been waiting for that forever, and it's happening. And I was like, okay, I'm buying a PS4, and then Sony decided to all use games, no DRM. It's like, oh my god, 1-2 punch. So, RIP Microsoft. I'm still buying an Xbox, but
You'll get both.
I'm getting both. But I'm buying a PS4 first. Kingdom Hearts for the win.
For the
So excited. So excited.
Eriq Martin, everyone. Ready?
Oh my god, I'm so ready.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Today was crazy.
Is it on?
It's on. It's
Are we
recording.
recording?
Yeah.
Today was the most crazy experience I've ever seen at E3. I've never seen two companies go head to head like this, and it seems, almost personal in a way to these guys. I mean, there's a lot at stake here, and I feel like there's a lot more than just money at stake. I feel like a lot of these guys, the heads of Sony and the heads of Microsoft, I can't even remember them now, the heads of Microsoft, I feel like this means a lot to them emotionally and personally. So I mean, it's really, really cool to see kind of Sony start to buy into the internet craze of kind of poking fun at the other side, and it seems like they did that in the exact way that is going to stimulate the internet. So I'm really, really excited to see the reaction and just what happens next.
Yes.
What does Microsoft do?
Yeah. What does Microsoft do?
What did you think of today's conferences?
Sony dominated, no question about it. They had all the jabs of Microsoft, rightfully so. Microsoft screwed the pooch, as somebody once said, and I'm ready to pre-order a PlayStation 4 right now.
Can you believe you're saying that?
No, like I was kind of thinking that going in. Microsoft had a chance to redeem themselves during the conference, and then like Friday they made the announcements about how to share games. Sony's taking jabs there, and they have the games and they care about the gamers.
Yeah. And you can see it.
Yep, and that's why they win. They win. E3.
All right, said by Destin.
Yep.
Destin Legarie himself, IGN correspondent.
Destin Legarie, IGN.com.
IGN.com.
The sunset.
No.
Right to the sunset.
Why does that name have to stick?
Oh my god.
You're recording now?
I am, right now.
The question
Let's
just
do
what
this.
did I think of today's conferences?
Everything, the whole day.
Actually, it's funny.
You took notes.
I did take notes.
On your iPad.
And one of the biggest things that stuck out to me was just how much Sony completely just handed it to Microsoft. Like, no shame, pulled no punches with the used games, but also with the price. That was a big deal. So I actually put together this IGN survey. And so I don't know if you want to choose one of these. Are you able to check a box? Which one would you choose? It's a tough choice.
It is a very tough choice.
What would you choose, Naomi?
I don't know, this one.
Yeah, okay, so $3.99, the PS4. I don't understand. Nobody's been choosing the one above it.
So what did you think of this whole day of conferences? We had EA, we had Ubisoft, of course Microsoft and Sony. What was the show stealer for you?
Okay, obviously the ending of the PlayStation conference was amazing. Just addressing all of the issues that core gamers complain about and just kind of stating it outright, saying we're pro gamer, we don't do this was a big deal. I think game lineup wise, I like the Xbox and the EA conferences better than the Sony one. I was a little let down by some of the demos in the Sony conference, but man, that ending was awesome, and I love Bungie's new game, Destiny. I thought that was a really strong demo. Probably the best looking demos of the show, though, were definitely, from our friends at Respawn. That looked really awesome at the Microsoft conference, and then Battlefield. It was hard to beat that multiplayer demonstration. Was pretty.
It was really sick.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right, thanks, Pear. Yay! So, Greg, tell me what you thought of today's madness.
Today was crazy, right? Like, I didn't expect, I don't know what I expected. I kept describing, that this was like this heavyweight fight between Xbox and PS4. And so, I'm so used, thank you so much, I'm so used to, after 6.5 years of being at IGN, I'm so used to seeing Sony screw stuff up. Just the easy stuff, just missed layups all the time, right? Oh, PSP Go, oh, PlayStation Move, you're like, you guys don't know what the hell you're doing. So for them to come out today, like, the first hour of that conference, Damon and I were looking at each other like, it's a solid show. Microsoft's winning. They had such a great lineup of games. I'm really excited about the Xbox One, and then really, like, I mean, to literally take the fight to Microsoft. Like, no fear, be like, hey, the used game things, no. The connection, no. The price, no. There was no beating around the bush. Like, they were full on acknowledging, hey, you guys screwed up and we're going to be the counterbalance to that. That's crazy. You don't ever see that right at E3. There's the veiled jabs about, you know, ponchos or whatever, but to have, you know, Jack Trent and Shuhei out there just throwing blows, it's like, wow.
Being straightforward and honest.
Right, yeah. We don't see enough of that, and that's what, I mean, you know, Podcast Beyond listeners, they know Shuhei Yoshida, I think, in a completely different light than most people. If you follow him on Twitter, you know how cool this president of Worldwide Studios is, but this was, like, for the first time, really seeing the personality that is PlayStation shine through. And it's what I was talking about on Beyond and on IGN in general, that the reason, you know, the PlayStation community is so active on IGN is because there is a PlayStation community. We are this band of people who like PlayStation and like totally, I mean, I think we all know how many warts there are on PlayStation, whether it be $599 US or PSP Go or PlayStation Move or the outage or any of the other things, Wonderbook. The stuff they screw up all the time, but that doesn't mean that, you know, there isn't something special about that group. Xbox is still very fragmented, they're the biggest. And it's what I would say is that, you know, PlayStation 2 was in a very similar situation to Xbox 360. It was on top, and PlayStation 2 was super cocky coming out into PlayStation 3, right? And when that happened, all of the people who were casual gamers who were using PlayStation 2 for God of War and Madden fell away, and they went to Xbox, and so you were left with this group that was really like, I like PlayStation for the games and I like this, blah, blah, blah. And so all of a sudden the PlayStation ecosystem really became this hardcore group of gamers. And today was definitely a conference aimed at the hardcore. I don't know how much the average consumer is going to care about used games. I don't know how much they'll investigate online or what they're getting in these different $100 deals, but it was a crazy punch to the face today.
Steve, Mr. Steve Butts, what did you think of today?
Today was a great day. I mean, for gamers, they got to see a lot of great games. For me personally, I think I'm a little tired of shooters. It seems like a lot of the conferences today had lots of games where you're taking a gun and you're shooting another guy with a gun. And while I don't have any problem with violence or guns necessarily as a gameplay mechanic, it's not really an alternative anymore. So I was really impressed with the more creative games, things like Project Spark from Microsoft. I thought it was really cool. I also thought it was really great that every conference featured very heavily a racing game. Now, I don't care about racing at all, but it's nice to see that as part of the industry. It's sort of an alternative to murdering people to death. So that's kind of where I am. As far as the first party stuff goes, I think Sony knocked it out of the park. They spoke directly to the things that Microsoft was afraid of. Whether that's going to be a long-term sustainable business model for them, I don't know, but I think gamers are very happy with Sony today.
Hello, I'm Will. I work for IGN all around the world, talking about all the great work that we do, getting our experts on the TV, getting them in newspapers, getting them on the radio. And I've been really impressed by what I've seen today. I thought the Microsoft conference was excellent, and then I thought that Sony's conference was good, and I didn't know what was better for me until the last minute when they gave the right hook and the left hook and literally have Microsoft on the ropes. They do not know what to do, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens now.
Awesome. Charging my phone, and I'm eating from a little tiny plate, little wee tray with some chopsticks. Yes, love that.